Hello students, welcome back for part 2 sewerage topics, and for this part 2 we'll be talking about pipe works and any necessary works related to sewerage works such as manholes and so on. Okay, so in the part 1 we have discussed about general conditions of the site, and the second one we have discussed about excavation of trenches for sewerage pipings. Sewerage work, as we have discussed, is started from a starting point in a building, such as from your sanitary appliances, and it will end at the point where it will be discharged to the sewage treatment plant, and also to the environment. And for this particular subject, this sewerage only covering those works that within the site boundaries. So if you have items beyond that, it should be clearly described in your description. So again, you need to refer to your standard method of measurement to section V, and you have to read it carefully before you can follow my lesson through this video. Make sure you have a drawing with you as well as a reference. For pipe works in the sewerage works, it will use various type of pipes, just like we have in the drawing and also in the slide. So the typical item in the pipe works include the drain pipes itself. So you can refer to section V.5.1. Pipe fittings such as the bands, the T-junction, and last one is a pipe protection. You can refer to section V.4.1, and these pipe protections include the bed, benching, and covering. Let me just share with you a simple okay, this is your trench, excavation, and then you're gonna have a bed. Okay, this is what we call as a bed, right? And then we have the pipes here. Okay, this is what we call as a drain pipes. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna have the pipe protections. Okay, the pipe protections, you have the bed just now, and then you have like a benching. Okay, this is what we call as a benching. Okay, benching, and or a covering. Okay, so this is what we call as a covering. Well, it depends. You have to look at your drawing on which pipe protection is applicable for your description. Sometimes you have benching, sometimes they have a covering, sometimes they only have bed. Okay, so you have to be very careful about it. Okay, for the first one is the pipes. Okay, measure all over fittings. What does it mean by measured all over fittings? Okay, you know pipes, when we order from factory, it will come in certain length that has been described by the factory. So then you have to connect one pipe to another pipe by using fittings, and so let me draw the piping first. Okay, so you have a pipe here. Okay, I have another pipe here. So this is a fittings, right? Okay, so what does it mean by measure all over fittings? It means that, okay, even though you have a fittings here, you don't have to stop, you just measure all over the fittings. Okay, which means the length for fittings is included in your drain measurement. Quantities in linear meter, which means it is in meter, taken from faces of manhole, which means you're gonna have like manhole here. Okay, this is a manhole. Sorry about that. So this is what we call as the faces of manhole. Okay, plus the thickness of the manhole. Okay, so you plus another thickness here. So that is what we call as a taken from faces of manhole plus the manhole wall thickness. And the length taken is the sloping length. Okay, because you know pipes, when you lay a pipes, you need to provide certain slope in order to make sure the flow of sewage water or discharge can be easily flow from the starting point to the ending points. Okay, measurement must be taken sequentially between each manholes. Okay, for instance, okay, in your drawing, you have manhole here and another manhole here. Okay, and then this is what we call MH1 and MH2. So another manhole you have here, this is MH3. Sorry, MH3. So the length must be sequential. Okay, you can't measure from manhole 1 to manhole 3 first. No, you cannot. It started from MH1. Okay, look at the arrow. Okay, and then the second one is manhole 2 to manhole 3. Okay, that is what we call as sequentially, okay, between each manholes. Okay, so you need to describe the pipes. Okay, look at the kind, okay, what type of pipe that the material that they are using, the quality normally looking at British standards or Malaysian standard that is given in your drawing. Okay, nominal size. Okay, this is what we call as nominal size. Okay, nominal size of your pipe, and method of jointing the pipes. Okay, whether you are using adhesive, okay, or well, it depends. It will be prescribed in your drawing. Okay, this is an example how you describe pipes. Okay, and then look at this heading. Okay, don't forget to fill in the heading here. Depends on your drawing. Okay, look at the descriptions. Okay, drain pipes. Okay, so which means you have to tell the reader where is the location of the pipe, and this is the type of your pipes. This is a quality, the British standard of your pipe. Okay, nominal size. Okay, and how you are going to join the pipes. Okay, so the principle is that first is the location, second is the type of pipe, third one is the quality of pipe, number 4 is the nominal size or diameter of your pipe, and number 5 is how you are going to join the pipes. This is how we write a description for the pipings for a sewerage work. Okay, you need in meter and quantity. Okay, don't forget to mention the location. remember it has to be sequential. Okay, so if you have another one here, you have to write like mh2 to mh3. Okay, so what will be the dimension? And don't forget to total up your dimension and move it to the quantity. Alright, okay, so now let's look at pipes fitting. Pipe fitting, measure in number, and as extra over. Okay, so why extra over? Remember the first slide that I shown you is about where you measure the pipe includes the length for these fittings. Okay, so it measure all over including the fittings. So that's why when you have item for fittings, it is called extra over, because it is an additional work that need to be done to join the pipe and to let the contractor knows that there will be an incur cost, okay, to that piping. Okay, next one. This is how you describe the fittings. Okay, you just put the word extra over. Okay, don't forget to underline or bold. Drain pipes, UPVC, Class C, BS. Okay, the 5 principles that I mentioned. And this one you add with another one. So, plus 1. Okay, the second principle is location. The third one is a type. Number 4 is the quality. Number 5 is the nominal size. Number 6, how you join it. Number 7, okay, what is the fitting that needed for that particular drain pipes. Okay, so your need is in number. Okay. Any question you can ask me in the class, or you can ask me in the Google Classroom. Okay, last one is a bed benching and covering. Measure in linear meter. How easy is that? Okay, so if you know the meter of the length of your pipe, definitely you will know the length for this pipe protection. Okay, and item description. Don't forget, you have to mention the width and thickness, materials, and the nominal size. Remember the principles. Okay. So this is what we call as bed. Okay, this is a bed. Okay, types, nominal size. Okay, and what are the works that need to be done. And then we have example for haunching. Okay, this is what we call as haunching. Okay, and lastly is surround. Okay, this is what we call as surround. Okay, types. Okay, and then with the nature of works. Okay, what will be the size, and lastly, what are the works that need to be done. Okay, so we will use this schedule of pipe run for this particular sewerage. I really hope that when you come to class, you have this schedule with you. Okay, and I will explain to you on how we can use this drain pipe run schedule, and I will explain that in the next video. Thank you. See you at part 3.